Look at how stupid I am. That's the message we hear from MAGA Republicans every single day, just usually not in those exact words. And Representative Anna Paulina Luna, one of the biggest Trump sycophants out there, has definitely found a new way to do it. When she went on MSNBC and showed all of us just how clueless she is, she set herself up for humiliation after humiliation. She was caught in lie after lie, to the point that her shouting was simply cut off and she was thrown off the show. Honestly, that's exactly what more hosts should be doing, and we're going to watch that hilarious clip in just a moment. But stick around afterward, because I want to talk about what Ro Khanna is saying about an upcoming vote on the War Powers Act. It's all incredibly important. Holding Donald Trump accountable matters, but it's just as important that the media actually does its job. And in this hilarious clip, that's exactly what we saw. Let's take a look.
Over 40 years, the Iranian government and regime has been responsible for the deaths of thousands upon thousands of Americans, not to mention state-sponsored terrorism. And so did the president do the right thing? Has he been consistent in this? Absolutely.
Can you just tell me really quickly, where have they killed thousands of Americans in America?
I didn't say they killed thousands of Americans in America. I said that they have been responsible for thousands of Americans being killed. And I think that that's easily something that you can verify. I don't know, state-sponsored terrorism for starters. Are you serious right now about that whole thing? I'm not going to list out exact specific locations. They've literally been responsible for sponsored terrorism.
Are you talking about the Iraq war where the U.S. invaded?
You can start out by the three that they just killed. Okay, the whole point of your network, if you want to actually talk about the facts here, I'm giving you the facts. But I'm not going to sit here and argue with you about something that's commonly accepted and known.
Congresswoman, you don't have a good understanding of the conflict.
Well, I'm the one that's getting the briefings, not you. You're a pundit offering your opinion because you want clickbait, but aren't actually interested in the substance.
No, not at all.
We can talk about the fact that Obama sent millions upon millions of dollars to the Iranian regime, or do you not want to address that because it's not supported by your opinion and your network?
No, not at all.
Is this really even something that we're going to actually get to substance here, or are you going to continue to attack us?
No, it seems like you just want to filibuster. It seems like you don't really want to have a good faith conversation.
Or you just don't like what I'm saying.
No, we would have invited you on the air.
This happens every time I'm on with you.
Yeah, and you keep coming on every time, and you keep stating a lot of things that are incorrect.
Because
the United States launched an attack on Iran.
About it, except for you.
The United States launched a war against Iran right now. Iran retaliated, in which American members. Strikes. You can call it whatever you want to call it, but at the end of the day, the Iranians responded and killed 3 American service members. So what we're trying to get at is you make an assertion on this air that it's not an invasion when America sends fighter jets and Israel sends fighter jets into another country.
Boots on the ground are not going to happen. Congress will not vote on war with Iran because that is not something that we support, and that is not something that the administration supports.
That's actually what the Constitution says that in Article 1, but I guess you think Article 2 is more important, so it's up to you.
Article 2 is when the U.S. citizens and our military are in direct imminent threat, the president reserves the authority.
Yeah, well, he hasn't made that case to the American public or Congress, and that's the problem. And that's why he's supposed to go to Congress.
Well, he's not going to give you classified intelligence
information.
He's not supposed
to give it to me. He's supposed to give it to members of Congress. He's supposed to go give it to members of Congress. That's exactly why members of Congress. You're only one. There are 435 members and 100 senators, and others have not gotten it. You're not the only one who gets to speak on behalf of the American people.
Prior to the strike.
Anyway, unfortunately, we're out of time.
There was actually a briefing
really appreciate you coming
There you go. You don't want to hear the facts. They got a briefing.
It's not a fact. I'm telling you what other members of Congress have said, and that's the whole point of them being able to have a debate in Congress.
Congress was notified.
That's not what members of Congress say, but really appreciate you coming on here and saying something different. Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna. Really appreciate it. Thanks for coming on.
Our time is up. Please stop talking. Please stop shouting. Please stop lying on our program. You have no idea what you're talking about. Goodbye. Leave our show. That's how these Republicans should be handled far more often. They're idiots. They're ridiculous. They lie, and they do it in a way that's so blatantly obvious. And I think it's because they know how uninformed their supporters are, and they genuinely don't care. They just feed them whatever garbage is necessary, knowing they're MAGA, like MAGA cattle. They just go along with it, no matter what's said. They're fools. I don't even want to call them sheep. Sheep might at least have some level of awareness. We need to find another animal that follows along just as quickly and willingly as MAGA does. Because honestly, it's embarrassing. Just outright lies from Anna Paulina Luna. But again, that's what the media should be doing. That should be the response to this kind of shameless lying on every program. Just, we've had enough. We're not going to platform it anymore. Donald Trump has put people in danger. He's lying to Congress. He's withholding intelligence information because if it were made public, it would further damage this campaign of lies he's running. So right now, there shouldn't be any other conversation except this. What is the fastest way to stop Donald Trump from continuing his war efforts? And yet so many Democrats will talk about process, but then hesitate to fully support the War Powers Act resolution that Representative Ro Khanna is pushing. A war powers effort we have not seen Democratic leadership, neither Hakeem Jeffries nor Chuck Schumer, strongly stand behind in the past 2 weeks. You have to wonder why, given their lukewarm, empty responses to Donald Trump's illegal strike, his illegal war with Iran. Maybe it's because they're fine with it. I wouldn't be surprised. Many of their major donors are. Many IPAC donors are. They're even cheering it on. Remember, this isn't just some distraction from Epstein war. This was also Israel's war, and 4 Americans have already died in it. I'm sure Bibi Netanyahu is absolutely devastated about that. But Democrats, if you care about process, then use the process now and stand with Ro Khanna. I want to talk about his war powers resolution. But first, I want to hear from.
And Senator Graham arguing that the IRGC is at war with the U.S. Democratic leaders, obviously you, are co-sponsoring a bill with Congressman Massey to force a vote on the war powers resolution. Congressman, do you think you have enough votes for this to pass?
Is going to be very close, but I believe we will have every Democrat. I can't believe it. There's going to be a Democrat who wants to vote for another war in the Middle East. And then you have not just Congressman Massey, you have Congressman Davidson, Congressman Biggs. There are a number of people on the Republican side who agree with Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know, Donald Trump said that the Iraq war was a disaster. He said Libya was a disaster. He ran because a big part of the MAGA base did not want another war in the Middle East. They rejected Lindsey Graham. And yet here we have Lindsey Graham being the face of Republican foreign policy, as is evidenced by the fact that he was your lead guest. I mean, I believe this is a betrayal of a decent chunk of the MAGA base.
But you believe that you ultimately can eke out enough votes for the war powers resolution, which would require the White House to go to Congress for more military action in Iran? You think you can get this passed?
It depends if we can keep several Democrats in line, Josh Gottheimer, Congressman Markowitz, folks who have been on the fence. But I believe that this is a disastrous vote for any Democrat to vote for Donald Trump's war in the Middle East. So I hope we will hold the line. And then, like I said, there are a few Republicans who share Marjorie Taylor Greene and Tucker Carlson and others, Rand Paul's view, and we've got to make the case to them. It'll be a close vote. Right now, I'd say it's 40-60 to pass, but we've got a few days to work on it.
Some House Democrats, as you know, have actually already come out against this resolution in the aftermath of the strikes. Here's what Democratic Congressman, you just mentioned him, Greg Landsman, said: "I don't support the resolution, which would require us to completely abandon our allies. The strikes are an attempt to prevent further war, not start one." Does he have a point, Congressman?
I tweeted this yesterday, but I honestly don't know where we'd be if Ro Khanna weren't stepping up as a kind of unofficial leader of the Democratic Party, at least in the House right now. We've desperately needed Ro's leadership, and now, more than ever, we absolutely do. The War Powers Act is something Mike Johnson has literally brought Congress to a standstill to prevent from coming to a vote. He's canceled votes. He's canceled votes. He's canceled votes day after day after day because he doesn't want any limits placed on Donald Trump's war powers. Now we have to make sure it happens. Ro Khanna is pushing for it. Thomas Massey is pushing for it. And we're going to talk about that on this show. And if you want to support this, as always, hit the subscribe button and leave a like on this video. If you made it all the way to the end, drop a blue heart in the comments. Keep fighting, everyone. Don't let them silence you. Until next time, we'll see you soon.